as we look and stare into the abyss. You never know what's staring back at you. It's coming.
All these voices
was a Slavic witch, but she was also a supernatural guardian. And basically what she did was beat back the forces of evil from the realm of the dead. We had tons of activity, including a demon attack that caused JC, the founder of 7-Pit Paranormal, to shoot all over the place, like projectile vomit. It was insane, and he got scratched on the neck. We captured a disembodied face that was screaming, and we also captured a couple different full-body apparitions, which was badass.
Are you watching?
Really?
Always. We're getting a lot of activity. The spirit box is saying Satan, Paimon, and other major demons, and chanting and singing and whispering. Never had that. Camera guy got attacked right now while we were talking.
I've seen dreams before, yeah, of a ghost.
Okay. Of other ghosts?
No, of that ghost. It's like one.
And you said he's a one-horned demon. It's white, right? Is that what you're saying? That's what you told me the other day.
Oh yeah, I saw a figure one time. I don't know if it was actually him, but it was really creepy. I actually saw the figure one time.
How long have you lived in the house?
About 2 years and 4 months.
Okay. Did you have any of this thing happening at any other place that you're at?
What do you mean?
Has any of this ever happened before?
No.
Have you ever had any other spiritual incidences?
No.
Okay. So do you go to church on a regular basis?
I used to, but then I started to have like a different outlook on church.
Okay.
Because it didn't help me much with it. I drank holy water just yesterday.
Okay. So, did you have any reactions from that?
No. I thought my stomach was
What caused you to drink the holy water? Why did you drink the holy water? What made you do that?
because my therapist had recommended it.
Okay.
She's religious too.
Okay, that's the first problem. Here's what I'm gonna do. So right now, and don't call that lady anymore. What was her name that was trying to get you to buy her book?
Patty Negri?
What is she famous from? You said she was famous.
Yeah, she's a psychic medium.
From what was it on a TV show or something? You saw her or something?
She's been on a couple shows, yeah.
Okay.
Just look her up.
I probably won't, but because this is getting recorded, I want people to know this is what she told this girl to buy her book. Well, afterwards she should have tried to help you. So here's what I'm gonna do. I already was testing this because I never used this platform before, so I was already asking it questions. So go ahead and you can put yourself on camera again, if you don't mind, real quick, so people know I'm not lying. So we were talking earlier. Why I'm talking to the spirit box now. So I'm going to talk to them. So why? Whoever's in this house where she's at, let me know now. Talk to me. Is this Nod? Yes. Why do you have yourself attached to Celeste? What? Talk to me. Yes, talk to me. Why are you bothering this young lady? Makeup. This is mumbling right now. Do you have love for this girl? Said yes. Why are you bothering her, and what made you like her in the first place? Say it again. She said your name.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah.
Said what? Say it again. Talk louder. So what I want you to do, I don't want you bothering her no more. I want you out of that house. Or I will come down there and get you out of this house. No, you need to go. Is it bothering you right now?
I don't really feel nothing right now.
Do you feel like any energy at all?
You kind of feel relief, a little bit of relief right now? Yeah, because I'm talking to it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what I want you to do, okay? I don't know, since you said you kind of fell out of the religion, what makes you peaceful? What puts you in a peaceful place?
Just hoping God's still watching over me, and I know He can't remove it from the world.
Yeah, He can. He can.
Being watched.
It can be removed from whatever your faith is. Can remove it. You just have to have the will to want it to be removed. So that's the thing. That's the thing I'm going to ask you right now. Do you feel comfort from this?
Oh no.
From
I want it gone from me forever.
Okay. So what you need to do is you need to surround yourself with a white light. So picture right now a white, bright light around yourself, covering you from head to toe. The more you think about it, the brighter it gets. The safer it is as you're doing that. So think of your covering from your head all the way down around your body. It's a safe white light. It's going to permeate from your body, okay, from inside out. And as you concentrate on it, visualize it. So do that right now. Visualize this light expanding in your body and coming out and covering your eye, covering your head, your legs. What was that?
You just tapped me again.
Okay. I want you to do what I'm saying right now. I need you to visualize yourself with a white light covering you.
Yeah.
All right? So are you visualizing that right now?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, when it comes to tap, you need to tell it, I don't want you here. You need to leave. What was that?
I tell it all the time.
But you gotta be strong with it. You can't just say, I want you to leave.
I've failed so many times. I
Okay.
even have episodes. My mom has recorded me like going insane.
Okay.
Wanting to leave. I've cried so many times.
Okay. So when you have the white light around you, nothing can touch you. As long as you have a positive white light, you have to see the white light around you. You have to see it. If you do not see it, then this is not going to work. We can do everything we can do to help you get through this and try to get it to leave, but you have to understand it has to come from you, most of it. Okay? James can make things move. I've been there. I've seen it. I was on the other coast when this happened. Okay? So it can be pushed out, but you're going to have to work with it because you have to make sure that, like I said, the white light around you. You have to think of a positive place. You have to think of what you want and what you want gone. It's going to be there because right now you're at your weakest. Okay? By putting this shield up around you is going to stop it from coming through. All right? So that's what you have to make sure you're doing. You have to make sure you're thinking about it. You have to make sure you're pushing that white light out. The stronger you get on using this white light, the less it has any power on you. You're basically cutting off its power. By you being afraid, you can give them energy. Okay?
It feeds off your fears. And it's feeding off of it now. That's why I feel it, but I'm not worried about it because I have other things. I'm not a Christian. I'm the other thing. So I deal with these things all the time. You need to quit fearing this thing. That's one thing. It feeds off your fear. Yes, it does like you. I've talked to it. I know what it is. That's why it kind of leaves you alone, because I told it to leave you alone. I will come down there. If it comes down to it, I will come to your house. I'm going to go to your room by myself with no one around, and I will get it out of your house. If it comes down to it, but I could probably get it out. But the one thing you have to do is you got to quit giving into it. Because I kind of feel like you feel, because you said it, you were talking about even getting a boyfriend, but he got sad about it. So if he got
He got heartbroken. I could literally feel his feelings.
well, you know what? It's time for him to leave your house, and I'm gonna make him leave. And I'm gonna, like I said, I know who it is now. So it's not an incubus. It's some kind of entity. But I don't know how it got to you. What I'm thinking is, what it's told me is, you have friends? I mean, everybody does, but did you have a friend that's kind of into some stuff?
Well, I had one friend before, back in high school.
Well,
She was like, I think she was like into this stuff.
did you piss her off?
No.
Did she have like a problem with you, or were you guys messing around with anything? Have you ever messed around with like Ouija boards or?
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, she played Ouija boards before.
Okay.
Did you
Were
ever join her?
Did you join into that?
No, never.
You never got involved? Well, how do you know she did it? Did she tell you?
Yeah, I think I remember her saying that she did Ouija boards before.
But is this like recently you hang out with her?
No.
How long is?
Like years.
Okay, years
I was
ago.
like ninth grade.
Okay, okay, that's too long ago.
Yeah.
Shut off. Okay, there we go. Okay, cool.
You were never in the room at all if she performed anything.
It wouldn't have been that long. It's too long. It's
Not if it's attached.
4 or 5 years.
Yeah, it'll get attached to you.
Yeah, but it would eventually done something earlier.
Yeah, I think it was already here.
So there's something that when you just moved in this house the last couple of years, have you seen anything before, like stuff weird happening before that? Like, has anybody else?
Never.
Hmm.
I was perfectly a straight A student in school. I was doing stuff, and then all of a sudden I hear a voice that goes, and then just
It's the
being
same.
touched by it all the time, being able to feel like this soul, like I could feel it like transfer from one side of my chest to the other, but like I could feel it like literally under my arm.
She
So
said she can
weird.
feel it around her. So what it do? Run away again? Because it's staying away from me. When I'm getting on it, it goes away. It takes off.
Really?
Yes. And then he touches.
Okay. I'm gonna ask it to touch me.
No, don't
No,
ask.
don't.
No.
No.
That's the worst
No.
thing you can do.
Stop
You-
inviting it.
You're inviting it in. You're inviting it in right now. So that's
I said don't touch me, and he touched my foot. Right.
Well, but you invited it that time. So just
your mindset right now. Your mindset right now is that you're trying to. You just said you want to invite it. You know, have it touch you.
you still did.
You're
still
in your mind.
You still in mind basically invited it. So what you need to do is quit doing that. Another thing, yeah, get yourself some real sage. Sage your body. Don't drink no more holy water. That you're not even supposed to drink. Huh?
Do I get it right now? Sage.
Well,
It's 1 o'clock in the morning. I don't think you have any. I mean, unless you have some, you have real sage, not the stick. You need to get real sage. Sage is you can get it at any Spencer's.
Yeah.
Bulk of it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
so it looks like this.
that's what.
That's
sage
what it looks like.
Oh yeah, I've used it before.
Okay, you need to get that and sage your room.
If you go,
You can go into Spencer's. You can get it from Amazon. You can literally get it from anywhere.
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
okay. You need to make sure when you're doing it, I want you to picture yourself in the white light. And what the sage does is it rushes over your body.
It kills.
It
negative.
kills the negative energy. So you need to put yourself in a positive point. This has a lot to do the way your mental thinking is. Okay.
You got it. Yeah, you told me you want to quit. See, you quit believing in what you believe. You kind of went southward, but that leaves you open. So you must have you been having negative thoughts before this thing came? About like negative thoughts, like you don't like about your life,
Like how?
like you're tired of the way your life was going, kind of wanted something different, kind of lost faith in church.
I just have a different outlook because I said like I couldn't receive help from actual God, so I was like,
Okay, well then,
So where were you trying to get the help from? Since you didn't
God
think
to
of.
remove it.
Okay, but I'm saying you said you weren't getting the actual help from God. So where were you trying to get help from? Did you try anything else?
For research teams.
Okay. Okay. Have you ever? I'm gonna ask this. It's kind of
Personal.
personal. Have you ever cut yourself? Have you done any cuttings? Have you ever did cuttings on yourself?
Cutting?
Yeah. You ever carved anything to your arms?
Okay.
You haven't hurt yourself any way. So try to hurt yourself.
We're just trying to figure
Just
out
trying to
maybe
see
that's
how this is hooked onto you.
How it actually, yeah.
Yeah, but as I see as of right now, you need to stop feeling for it. It's trying to make you feel sorry for it. Okay, you
No more.
can't.
no more feeling sorry for this thing. We're
Okay.
gonna get it out. You know what? I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna like I said, I'm gonna find out with this what we can do. I'm gonna try to get them out now. So, like right now, what do you feel?
Well, he kind of feels like heartbroken right now.
Because I'm gonna get rid of him. That's why.
So you remember what I was telling you earlier on how, with you saying that you wanted to get a boyfriend, how he like feels heartbroken. He can make you feel like that's how he feels, but it's not the truth. When entities do things, they're manipulative. So like
How can I do it?
They
they can do anything. You
They can
gotta
do anything.
remember they don't have the powers that we do on Earth as they do in a different realm.
Yeah, one thing that I found out, I don't know if you guys are going to believe me, he's able to make people yawn.
He ain't making me do nothing.
Okay.
So,
Yeah,
like,
I figured that myself.
well,
Because one time I was in my aunt's house taking a shower, and then I was like, oh my god, I think he's in here, and then right away he made my aunt yawn.
okay, then he has a power of manipulation certain people.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm gonna do is,
And the other day, sorry, I asked my bunny, I was like, honey, should I come back into my room? And then right away she yawned.
well, like right now, like you told her last night not to get in. He tried to do something with you again, right?
Yeah.
You know, sexually. And so I'm gonna have to. That's gotta stop. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try to get him out of your house now. I'm gonna try it again because I was showing you what we were doing. So here we go. Give me a second. I no longer want you in this house anymore. I no longer want you to touch her sexually any kind of way. Don't tap her on her head anymore. I will get you out. I will come out and get you. Trust me. Is that okay? When are you gonna leave?
Right now.
When are you gonna leave? It didn't say that. What did you say? 2. 2 what? 2 what? You're gonna leave, yes. Now. Are you gonna leave? No more touching her head, no more touching her at all. You're gonna leave her house. You're not gonna bother her anymore. I'm gonna come out there and get rid of you. And it will be worse. So go back to hell. See what it's doing?
Yeah.
Go back to hell. Go back to hell. Or I will send you there. And you know who will send you with you. You're going to leave her alone. You're not going to bother her no more. She doesn't like you. She doesn't want you touching her anymore. She wants you gone. So are you going to leave? You might? Yes or no? Do I have to come get you out? Nod, do I have to get you out of there? Are you gonna leave? You don't scare me, trust me on that. So are you never gonna touch her again? You're going to leave Celeste alone. She's not yours. She doesn't want you. You are never gonna touch her again. You hear me? Well,
Okay, so I need you to say, I need you to leave. You're not wanted here anymore.
I need you to leave. You're not wanted here anymore. I've said like 1,000,000,000 times already. Please leave.
Don't say please, say leave.
Leave.
Now, put the white light around you.
Listen to the words. Leave. L-E-A-V-E.
leave.
L-A-V-E. Leave.
Okay, now think of the white light around yourself. Emulate the white light. You're standing in the white light. Nothing can touch you.
He's talking to you back.
What do you think?
Okay. You're gonna leave? It's done.
Leave.
She doesn't like you.
No, I don't.
He said leave. Are you gonna leave? Or do I have to come down there? The dogs are snoring if you hear that. So are you gonna stop bothering her?
You will stop bothering her.
Or I'm gonna come down there and take you out. You're gonna go back to hell. Satan? Trust me, I know. You're going back where you came from. You're gonna go back where you came from.
You have no power over her.
Nothing.
You have nothing over her any longer. You understand that.
Huh? Just ignore it.
Up to my head.
Well, just ignore it.
Put the positive light around you. Like I said, you've got to keep thinking the positive light.
It's going to be something you're going to have to work with. It's not going to, like I said, it's not going to be all I smack my fingers is going to be going away. It's just that you just got to ignore him. And see, he's getting mad right now, but he's not scaring me at all.
You have to be stronger than him.
Yes, pretty
You
much.
have to be strong.
It's basically you have to have a mind over what he's doing. And you kind of are. Huh?
I even have to think that because of this. It is so many times to the doctors, I'm like, I know it's a ghost, I know it's a ghost, I know it's a ghost.
Well, quit going
Right.
to the doctors because they're going to say you're crazy and they're going to put
Yeah.
you away. So that's what I'm saying. So no. What did I say? What's your name?
I know you have your doubts about God at this point in time, but I want you to make sure when you're doing the light, you can say the Lord's Prayer. You know what the Lord's Prayer is, right?
Oh, he got mad right now, he hit the heater.
Yeah, well, he's going to.
He's going to get mad because I want him out.
You're projecting yourself,
I'll put it right there.
okay? You're projecting yourself, okay, with a white light.
Pick him up. Freaking.
So you know what the Lord's Prayer is, correct? The Our Father who art in heaven.
Yeah, because you just said that. Don't. Right now, just do what I told you. Do not. No. Just do not. Just ignore him. Because it seems like you ignore him, he gets mad and leaves you alone for a while.
Yeah.
Just ignore him altogether. Like, act like he's not even there for right now, and we'll see how that works. But like I said, I know who he is, and it seems like if you guys talk about God, he gets mad and touches you. And what I'm going to do is if this keeps happening for another couple of days, I'll try to come down as quick as fast as I can to get it out. If I'm alive, if you want me to. If it keeps going on. We'll give it a couple of days. Huh? Well, are they going to keep wanting this to go on? I mean, that's I can't help you unless it may be attached to your house. So I mean, if it's attached to your house, I have to go to your house. Unless it's attached to you, like I said, then we can figure out something else. I'm trying to figure out if it's attached to your house and that's how it came in. It froze. There we go.
It doesn't want you to use it.
Yeah, it's trying to freeze it up on me.
Mm-hmm.
Here. Okay, cool. Okay. So, I want you to leave this girl alone. I don't want you touching her no more. She wants you out. She doesn't like you. She doesn't want you. She's going to ignore you from now on. If I have to come down there, I'll get you out.
You have no power over her. She is stronger than you think. And you have to leave.
I even fought the air.
I don't care. He can hit whatever he wants. He doesn't scare me.
Well,
That's
just
what I
sent
said.
her a bunch of energy. So.
I sent you a bunch of energy. Like I said, this is not going to keep going on.
He likes me because I've even fought the air.
Well, he's going to leave. And just like I said, ignore what he does because that's why he does it, to get your attention. And if you ignore it, he can't feed off your, because he's feeding off your fears. Because you're scared of him, right? You're scared of him? You're scared of him, right? I mean, if you wouldn't be calling me to get rid of him if you weren't, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Well, what the?
Well, that's the point. Sorry about that. You have to be scared of him if you're calling me and you're missing school because you had to quit school.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is you have to get this thing out of your life or you're going to end up doing something bad and like quitting life altogether and going crazy. And I don't want you to go crazy. I don't want you to lose your job.
Touches me too much.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I said you have to let it. You have to quit. You have to quit giving into this thing. So just ignore it now. Yes, it'll probably bang, whatever. Let him do what he's got to do. If you keep giving him more power, then he's going to keep doing the stuff he is. If you keep saying you don't want him here, I hate you, leave me alone.
Telling myself go back to hell.
Yes, he needs to go back to hell. You want him out of your life. You want to live a normal life. Well, keep telling him to go back to hell. But one thing you got to do is, you know what? If this keeps happening, what are you going to do? You're going to have somebody come to your house. You're going to keep having this issue. I mean, so I mean, the only other thing I could tell you is you got to leave your house and come meet us somewhere or something like that. That's the other way. But I got to get it away from you because if I don't, you're going to keep having these issues.
Yep.
So, and it seems like you guys, every time you guys talk about God, it gets mad.
Yeah. At school too. This morning I had mentioned school and he hit the ceiling.
Well, he'll have to get over it.
He's trying to isolate you. That's exactly what he's going to try to do.
Bad. He's feeding off you. The more negative and the more you hate yourself, eventually you'll give in to this thing.
Just touch me again.
Well, where do you touch you?
On my behind.
Well, just tell him to fuck off.
Tell him to quit. Stop. You're not allowed to touch
I'm
me.
I'm not worried about him at all. It doesn't bother me. I know it bothers you, but just tell him to fuck off. You keep telling me you don't want him around, they'll leave. But I have to eventually, if this keeps going on, once you sage yourself and it starts working and he leaves you alone, but if he doesn't, then I'm going to eventually have to help you. I mean, or you're going to keep having this issue. I can't, like I said, this is why I was going to try to get it out now, but it seems like it pisses me, it wants to piss me off. So, and I'm getting pretty mad at it because it bothers me, it keeps bothering you. Because I don't think you really wanted this in your life.
No.
It's kind of a weird, because most people, like, we had an issue in Virginia with James Hershey. He went to this people's houses, and he thought they got rid of it, and come to find out, one of the people still wanted it there. So if you want it there, it's going to, yes. You want it there, there's no way of getting away, unless the person gets rid of it. But I got to find out what really happened. Why is this thing staying with you? You sure it's not no one in your house that brought it in?
Do you have any other siblings? Do you have any brothers and sisters?
No, I'm an only child.
Okay, so it's just your mom and your parent, you, right? Your mom and dad?
Yeah, I'm dad.
And they're very religious?
Well, we're not Catholic.
No, but are they like really into church? Or you not really care?
No, haven't been to church.
Okay, I'm just trying to figure out things.
So your parents don't really go to church either? So your parents don't really go to church?
They don't go to church. Your parents don't really go to church? Or
No, we haven't been to church.
Okay. Has there been a lot of negativity with you and your parents before all this happened?
What do you mean?
Like you guys arguing all the time or anything like that? Or you get along?
Because of this?
No, before this happened, did you have issues in your guys' life? Like argued a lot? I'm not trying to I'm just trying to figure out what could have brought this on. Did you guys have? Because I know when you're a teenager, you have issues with your parents.
Yeah. Let me ask.
No, I'm talking about with you and your mom. Were you guys arguing before all this happened? Like.
I think so.
Okay. That could explain things right there.
Yeah, because I think it sounded like singing as if I was like alone, but I wasn't.
So were you like in kind of depressing at the time when this started happening? Okay, now it makes sense.
He got you on your weak spot. He got you when you were down.
What happens is sometimes these entities will enter your life when you're on a low part of your life. You're very depressed. You're low, and now I'm kind of getting what's going on. You unselfconsciously brought something in your life because you were at that time you had some stuff going. You were depressed. That opened you up to a door, and it jumped in, and it saw its opportunity. So that's what it is. You got an attachment, and it's hard to get rid of these attachments. So it's going to be hard for me to get rid of this thing unless I'm there, or meet you. I could probably help you that way, but I'm going to have to do something to get it out of here. So I mean, I understand some people don't believe this stuff. I do. I deal with that all the time. So I could probably get rid of this thing, but like I said, it's going to be harder than it is, because if it's an attachment, I got to figure out what kind of attachment it is. I mean, I'm kind of...
Stop touching me, fool! Oh my god. You're still touching me even as you're speaking.
Well, I know he's pissing me off, but because I can't do nothing about it.
Don't.
Just ignore it. Even if he touches you, just ignore it. What's he do? Grab your ass? Or grab your head?
Yeah, too.
What's he doing? Like, just grabs your ass or your head right now? Sorry, I mean, try to be like that.
Like, he'll like grab me behind, or he'll just like tap on it, or he'll just like tap on top of my head. But like when I tell him to stop, when I yell at it, he'll like press onto my head and it hurts.
Well, just ignore it. Like remember how you're saying he wasn't really bothering you when you're ignoring him? If you don't give him power over you, then he doesn't really have anything. So what I would... He makes you regret living here.
Yep.
Like you hate living there?
Yep.
That's...
It makes me regret ever coming to this house.
Okay, so that means
I never had these experiences before.
Well, that's what he's feeding off of, your regret and your hate. So one thing you got to do is quit having negative thoughts in your head on anything, because it feeds off of that. And two, we got to figure out what we're going to do to get this thing out of your house. I'll keep helping you. Like I said, I'm not going to go, oh, see you later, buy my book. I have a book, but I'm not going to do that to you. That's not going to help you. I'm trying to help people, not make money and become famous. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep talking to you, and she's going to keep talking to you to try to keep, because like I said, it's not going to be like you watch TV and, oh, it's gone. That doesn't happen. It takes a while. So we're going to have to work on this. So if you don't mind, we'll keep doing this with you until it gets out of your house. I'll keep talking to you, because it seems it doesn't like me. You can tell that. It knows it's scared of me, because it gets pissed off and does things to try to annoy me. But I don't care if it likes me. I don't like him either. He can fuck off.
We're trying to protect you.
And then, I don't care what he does. He can go fuck off for all I care, back to hell. But, excuse my language, but I don't care. But I've dealt with things worse than this. This is, what I found out, he's like there's a 1 through 10, he's like a 3 or 4. He's just got an attachment to you because he loves you. And that happens.
So, what I need you to do also is stop calling it he.
Just ignore
it. Don't acknowledge it.
Yeah.
You're giving it a purpose by calling it he, she, it. Ignore it.
Just ignore, it's going to touch you, but eventually if you quit bothering it and giving it, if you just ignore it, it's going to go away. Yeah, I know, I see it. It's behind you right now.
What do you mean?
It's gone now. But like I said, there's stuff I could see. It's gone.
But you need not to keep getting so afraid of it when it touches you. You're giving it power. The more power you give it, the stronger it gets. The harder it is to get rid of.
Just like you would ignore somebody you hate, just ignore them. I mean, yeah, they're going to touch you for a while, but eventually it's going to if it keeps going on and gets worse, then we'll deal with it. But like I said, this is not going to just go away in a day.
Do you wear any crucifix, anything else? Do you have any kind of protection that you wear?
You have anything like crosses? You carry anything? Holy water? No.
Yeah, I just put holy water over some.
Okay, well, holy water doesn't always work because you say you don't have to.
How did you get holy water from who? Did you buy it or somebody
Priest.
She got it
I
from
got it from the priest. I got it from another paranormal research team. They were religious as well. They told me to spray it whenever he's around, spray it on him or spray it on myself.
What's it do when you do it? Nothing.
I think he gets heartbroken.
Well, you know what?
No.
Heartbroken, you got to separate that. This is the problem right now is that you're feeling him as heartbroken and you keep telling him you got to change that because you're giving it power. You're feeling sorry for it when you say heartbroken. You got to care less what it is because at this point in time, you're giving it more power by doing what you're saying. Okay? So you need...
know, the way I think is so different from before. It's changed so much because of
Do me a favor, move out of the light. Tell her to move out. Move out of the light to the right. To the right. No,
Move to your left.
To your left.
Move to your left.
No, the other way. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay,
yes,
give
the
me 1
light.
second. Because the light shines, it makes it so I'm going to see something right now.
Okay.
You actually move the phone more to your face because you're more to the... Yeah, right there.
Yeah, the
Okay,
light.
now I don't have it because there's a light shining, so I don't know if it could be the light or something. So now I'm going to see what's going on. No, that doesn't look like anything's there right now.
Yeah.
Is it?
I'm scared.
Is he got he's not bothering you right now?
No, he's not touching me right now.
Okay, good.
Good.
Just knowing his presence, I'm getting even more scared. I'm sorry.
Okay. You can't let him dominate you.
You
You're
can't do that no
allowing him
more.
dominating
Stop
you.
worrying about it.
Okay? I've been in some places that have been really
Have
scary.
you noticed when you ignore him, he goes away? And then as soon as you talk about him, it touches you? Kind of put two and two together?
We've been in places that have been...
I mean,
You've heard of Penhurst?
She's not into that stuff.
Okay. It's back east in the insane asylum. We've been there, and it's really...
There's eviler things than what you're dealing with.
Yeah. So we've been around stuff like this, and if you give it, if you feel scared, it's going to dominate you. Okay? So you need to think positive,
Oh, she keeps going into it.
and every time you have something that's scaring you, you need to make sure you ignore it and put the white light around you. What are you staring off at? You're kind of staring off into space. Is somebody else with you?
No.
So you're by yourself right now?
Yeah.
Okay. So,
My parents cry every day.
okay. But you got to be positive. You got to get more positive with it. You can't allow it when it scares you. You can't justify it. Okay? It's like you work in a service industry, right? You serve customers.
Yeah, what do you do for a job?
Okay.
John's incredible pizza.
Okay, you serve.
Okay. So you serve food, right?
I work on Paranormal.
Okay. So here's the thing: when you have a customer that's getting you mad.
When did you start working there?
Well, maybe a month and a half ago.
Okay, and you were going to school before this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, how long were you going to school? Was it college?
Back 4 months ago, college.
Okay, so then you quit college after you. So you think you might have picked up something at college? Because I'm putting.
No.
You sure? Because you didn't
I
have.
wasn't able to enter the gates of college. I was doing it over Zoom.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to figure out maybe that's where you picked it up at work or. Okay, then it's not that, so that takes that out. So that takes. So it probably was when you were in your lowest point, something jumped in you, or jumped at you and attached yourself because it said it loved you. So that's why I was trying to figure out. Didn't mean to interrupt you guys, but that's why I was putting because you said you're going to college. Maybe you picked up something there. Well, that's not it. So since we've been talking, nothing's happened, right? Right at this last couple minutes. Well, here and there, right? But then when you were talking, you said nothing was going on because I brought it up. So what I need you to do is try to not think of negative thoughts at all, because it feeds off of that. I know it's impossible sometimes, but you can do it. Think of like things that make you happy, because it can't feed off of anger and hate. If you're always mad and crying, everybody's crying, and that's what it's doing. It's making a mess of your house, and it's feeding off of the negative energy now in your house. Because you're saying your parents are crying, you're crying, they think you're crazy, and they don't know what to do anymore. It's because that's what it's doing. It comes in your house and tries to destroy your family. That's what it's trying to do. It destroy you and your family. So stop feeding into it. So everyone there needs to stop feeding into the negativity in the house, or this is going to keep going on. Unless I'm going to have to come out there and deal with it. So
some of my members even have said, oh, she should go to the hospital, because some of them didn't believe me. They're like, oh, she should go to the hospital.
Well, stop listening to people who...
Keep taking your meds. Keep taking your meds. There's nothing there. There's nothing there.
Not trying to invade and stuff, but what type of meds are you on?
Bristletime? Something with an R.
Okay, so it's more psychological type meds?
Mm-hmm.
Is it an antidepressant?
Psychological type.
Is it an antidepressant though?
Antidepressant, keeps you from being depressed, kind of stuff like that.
Sure. The one I can ask my mom.
Okay. No, you don't have to get into that. That's personal. Yeah. I just was making sure. But you were doing and you said even when you're doing it, it's not working, right? So it's not the medicine. So it has nothing to do with that. So, we'll figure it out. Like I said, but I'm gonna have to try to come down there eventually. That's gonna have to happen, or we're gonna have to keep talking until we get it out to your house. Mm-hmm. But please quit falling into it. Who cares if he bangs, ignore it. And you said even when you move the room, it's not as bad anymore, or is it just as bad?
It's everywhere.
Where does it bother you less? The least?
The least?
Yeah.
On my knee. Because I told him already, I said, why not my knee? Instead of touching me everywhere else, it's why not my knee?
Okay. Well.
Appropriately. And it's been doing it recently, just my knee.
Okay, well, don't even tell it to touch you no more at all. And then
I say, why not nothing? Then I go to switch it, and I say, why not nothing? Why not nothing? And then he won't touch me.
okay, then that's good, because you don't want him touching you anymore.
Yeah,
So,
continue to say that.
well, just tell him no more. You don't want him in your life. You're not happy with him anymore. You don't want him around. You don't talk to him. Just try to ignore him as much as possible. I know it's hard, but you're going to have to.
And then just letting you know that whatever it is, it's not a him, like Kevin said. It is an entity. It's just an entity. That's all it is. If it's a him, that means you're giving it power. If it's an it, you're giving it power. Don't let it take over your life, and don't give it that power. It is an entity. That's all it is. Okay? It is
no
an entity.
power over you.
Exactly.
Entity, leave me alone.
Yeah, don't give it that power, because it gives it authority.
Yeah, stop. Like I said, ignore it. Stop calling it he. Just ignore it. I know it's going to be hard, but after a while, like you said, once you tell him to stop touching you and stuff he does, just ignore him. Mm-hmm. And for right now, and then keep sage your house. And if that doesn't work, then I'll keep doing this again. I'll call you in a couple days. We'll figure this out, and then we'll deal with it in another time. And if I have to come down, I'll come down. And I have equipment. I don't know what was the big deal. That was just some of her. We have a lot of equipment, but that's only if it has to come down to that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because we were just making sure you were being honest, because some people try to lie. Oh, you got equipment to try to rob us or something, and that's a big mistake. So right off the bat, we've had issues like that. People lie, man. You don't know who to trust on Facebook anymore. So we were trying to see if you were real, or you're being real or realistic, and now I know you're a real person. because that happens. So, like I said, we'll keep dealing with it. It's not going to go away in a day, but just keep doing what I told you. Sage your house, get real sage, and just ignore it as possible. But don't tell everybody about it because it makes you look like you're nuts.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I said don't tell your parents. I mean, your parents already know it's too late on that one. Just stop telling everyone because then it's gonna, you're gonna look like she's losing her mind, and that's what some people are thinking. It's none of their business.
My parents, and they say, "Oh, go call somebody else." Like they're tired of handling with me, so they say, "Go call somebody else right now."
Well, and I'm gonna. So I mean, understand that. That's what I'm saying. Stop telling them because they don't care. And anybody else, you don't get anybody else into this anymore. Mm-hmm. It's because then you look what happens. So we keep it on the low, and we're gonna try to get rid of it.
Sorry, go ahead. You can always come to me to talk.
Yeah.
I mean, you added me as a friend on Facebook. You know, you can always come to me to talk. Like me growing up, I've experienced a lot. You know, I've been through a lot when it comes to these type of things. So I know where you're coming from. You know, I'm not gonna sit at you and be like, dude, no, it's not real. Like I understand that it's real, and I understand it. If you ever need to talk, I'm here. Especially when it comes down to that. I know we've been talking for the past week or so. You know. Just don't be afraid to just come up to me, even if you have questions and stuff.
Yeah, we've all had our experiences growing up, and that's why we try to help people. That's why we're doing what we're doing. Because we've had experiences, you know, since we were kids.
Since we were little, yeah.
Yeah.
So, we're going to help you. We're going to get you through this. If I have to come down there, I will. But I do live 90 miles away. It's not like... So it's no big deal to me. I don't care, but it is what it is. I'm very busy. We work all the time, so I don't have time on the weekends. So they're off on a different time, so she can help you. But if I have to come down here, what I'll do, if your parents will let me, I'm just going to go in your room and get rid of it. And what that means is I'm going to go by myself and get rid of it. I don't need anybody else there. I mean, they'll be there with the recording set up, and I'm going to go and get this thing out, and it's going to have me and him are going to have a showdown. So we're going to get it out of your house. But if it's attachment, then that's something I'm going to have to deal with you. See, that's what I don't know if it's attached to your house or you yet. So, and you're saying it could be the house because you said that you haven't been in that house forever. So 2.5 years, it could have attached from the house. So it could be something in the house. Somebody that could live there before, it could have had it there. So that could make sense too. So there's a couple options.
I heard something that there's like an object in the house, like it's attached. It could be attached to the entity.
Yeah.
When you moved in, was there anything left in the house when you guys moved in?
Just DVDs on the wall.
In the wall?
DVDs on the wall?
Just movies.
Yeah.
Just movies.
Have you guys checked out the attic at all?
No, we don't have an attic.
Okay.
Okay, so this all started in your room? When it hit you up?
Okay.
So that was your old room, right?
Yeah.
So was there anything ever in that room that you found when you moved in?
I'm sorry, I don't know.
What type of flooring do you have? Is it like carpet, hardwood, tile? Like in that old room? Carpet? Have you guys like tried lifting up any of the carpet? Like if there's any like openings underneath the carpet or anything like that?
No.
I'm just trying to figure this all out, see what it is, what I can do to get out. So I kind of think I know what it is. It's because it fed off your depression and stuff you had before. So this thing's on you. So we're gonna have to, if it's an attachment to you, we're gonna have to deal with it probably soon. So because it's gonna keep doing this crap. But like I said, stop giving it fuel. It's like fueling a fire. If you keep putting stuff in the fire, it's gonna keep burning and burning. If you don't, you cut it off and you kill it, it's gone. So like I said, I could tell right since I've been talking to you, not as bad as you were. So just get yourself ignore them. ignore there's something there. Stop telling everyone. Your parents, that's one thing, but don't tell everybody about it because it makes you look like you're insane.
Yeah.
Look at they're trying to. I don't want you to get put away over this crap because I don't think you're crazy. I could tell. So you just want it out of your life, and you want to live a normal life and go on your life, and you want to go back to college. Okay.
Very good.
So right now we got to go to work tomorrow or something. So if
No, I just came from work.
no, I mean in the morning. Are you going back to work at night or whatever you're gonna do? Or
12:30 tomorrow.
okay. So the best thing to do is just ignore it, like I said. But if stuff keeps happening, write her, and she'll help you through it, and we'll try to get rid of it.
Make sure you surround yourself in white light.
Even before you go to bed, try to surround yourself with that white light, because then that gives the entity the ability not to come into your dreams and manipulate you in those dreams.
You know what a dream catcher is?
Yeah, I have one.
You do? Is it above your bed or is it on the side of your bed?
Near.
Put it above your headboard tonight.
Do you have? I was gonna say, do you have like a fan? You have a fan in your room?
A fan in your room?
Ceiling fan?
A ceiling fan?
No. Okay.
Okay. So attach it above your headboard tonight. Okay? And then surround yourself with the white light. You should not have anything bothering you tonight at all once you get in bed. Okay?
Yeah, it's freaking what, 2 in the morning?
2:30.
We're gonna all send you good energy.
Yeah.
I've been doing it the whole time that you've been talking. I've been trying to send you as much energy as I can. I don't talk very much, but I listen to everything that you guys are saying, and absorb good energy, absorb all the positive thinking and the positive energy. Feel that energy surround you. Don't think bad. Don't think I'm gonna have a nightmare or this or that. Just reflect on the good. If you need to meditate, do that. If you don't have meditating tools, go to YouTube. There's so many things that you can do to block, because we do that all the time. That's how we protect ourselves. We block a lot. We put up walls. We work with our energy, and it's got to be positive. So everyone here has told you that you have to have that positive outlook. Don't give in to anything negative. Don't give in to any kind of other power. Just you. You are very strong. Your soul is very strong. Your energy is strong. You just have to believe it yourself. You have to believe it yourself. Okay? You're not a weak person. I'm telling you that right now. You are a very strong person. And yes, you can do this.
There's this app called Aurora. It's AVRORA. And this is what I use to meditate before I go to bed. So it does, like, it calms down your breathing. It lets you, like, listen, like, for mine it's a forest after the rain, so it has like a more meditation thing to it and stuff like that. And it puts you to sleep. With that, it's gonna relax your body. It's gonna send in those good positive energies.
I listen to ASMR to go to sleep.
Okay.
That helps too. It does.
Yeah.
So, like I said, we're going to keep in touch with you. We'll see what's going to go on. If we have to come down, we will. I mean, if your parents allow you. But, I mean, it's that or you're going to keep doing this. So they don't care you're calling all these groups or whatever? Yeah, don't call anymore.
I have a sense of relief. They can see that I have a sense of relief knowing that others have dealt with this before. See anybody to try and help.
Okay. Well, I'll help you, but...
How do you feel right now?
Well, he's not really touching me as much.
Well, remember, we're not going to name
Yep.
it.
Nope.
So how do you feel? Do you feel stronger?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah, just quit.
Keep that positiveness.
He's nothing. He's nothing to you.
Just try to put him outside of your mind.
Nothing.
Just like take it from your head and throw it in the trash type thing. I know it's going to be hard, but it's going to help a lot.
You have to visualize it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You have to visualize doing this, taking it out away from you, put up that wall. Okay? That's how it's going to work. That's how we all do it. We believe me, it's not easy, and we work at it, and it takes a little bit of time.
With my imagination.
Yeah.
So much visualization.
Yes. So that's what you have to do. You have to visualize it and cast it out. Let it go. It's not going to do anything. Okay?
Just ignore it.
Yep. Just be positive. Just be strong. And you are. Because you've been going through this for a while, and you're still here. You're strong.
So, well, we'll let you go. Just let us know if anything keeps going on. Let her know. And just try to do what we told you to do.
Okay.
And then
All
next
right.
time we'll talk to you, let me know, and we'll talk to you again in a couple days to see what's going on. And if it's not working, we're going to have to set something up, and we're going to have to come get it out. Or try to get it out. I'm going to try to get it out.
Okay.
So that's all I can do for right now, because I'm not at your house. I'm kind of
Yeah.
limited, So I got to figure out what we're gonna do, but I'm gonna keep trying to help you. So I want you to think about that, and I want you to get happy again. So
Yeah, we're gonna try to help you out. James will definitely, go in there, and he's gonna do whatever he needs to do. I have the most, faith in my husband, and I think he's, he knows what he needs to do.
So you have a good night. Yeah, it's almost 2:36, so I'm getting tired because I waited up because I didn't know you were gonna meet at 1 o'clock. But I'm
Yeah,
off for
so-
3 days, so I'm not really it's not a big deal.
Whatever.
So it is what it is.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't have stayed up all night not to help you.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
right now, just ignore its existence. Don't
Yes.
listen to it no more. Just ignore it. It's going to mess with you. Just if it does, just brush it off. Ignore it, because if you ignore it, it'll go away. And if it doesn't, then I'm gonna have to come deal with it.
Okay.
Just
Yeah.
let me know what's going on in the next couple of days, okay, Celeste? And have a good night.
All right. Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you.
We'll see you later.
You too. Bye.
Bye.
You're welcome. Bye now.
Bye.
Bye.
So we just helped Celeste from Compton, California. It's going to be hard because I think it's attached to her, and I think it really likes her. So we're going to keep trying to get away from this thing, away from her altogether. But I might have to end up going down to her house. So we're going to see how it goes. So I hope everybody enjoyed this, guys. If you ever need our help, hit us up at Shadows Pit, Staring the Abyss, or Tales of the Abyss. One or the other. We're everywhere. So check us out. Have a good night, Misfits, Sugar Ladies, Monster Hunters, and Demon Lovers. I love you. Have a great night. Blessed be.